the quarantine has actually helped me in just digging deeper into my artistry. I feel like I was pretty much prepared. It was very weird because when I signed my first deal in the UK was when I was 16, and from that my dad was very like helpful and hands-on with me. So the money I used was basically predominantly for my studio at home in the shed at my mum's house. So I started building it slowly, and then I started buying things, laptop, started buying, like getting people to come in, lay down the carpet. I started painting the whole shed, and it turned into like a studio. And when COVID hit, I was like, oh, rah, I'm not even in a bad position because I can stay at home, my mum can cook, and I can be in the studio all day and just live it up, because it's a perfect setup to have in quarantine. But it allowed me to like make more music, allowed me to understand music, listen to more music, do you get what I mean? And also just fitness-wise, I was able to like stay focused on being fit with even natural stuff, not just using weights, but even like cardio, the whole thing, and like even bonding with family, because I'd work out with my mum, work out with my parents and the whole thing, and my little brother. So it wasn't as bad as everything else might have seemed, and I feel like I turned into a positive. Yeah. Bro, I just felt like I was seeing things that I didn't see before. Like throughout from the start, I was looking at Instagram stories. Producers be like, I'm gonna make an album in 2 weeks. Everyone thought the lockdown was gonna be 2 weeks. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make an album in 2 weeks. And the longer I was in it, the more I was able to, like, I remember writing a song about how I want to jet away. Like, I was like, I'm sick of staying indoors. Like, I want to jet away, somewhere go far away. Like, I was thinking of like me being on the island. So being indoors actually made me think about what it would be like, or where would I be if it wasn't lockdown. So I just started thinking outside of the space that I'm in. And also just movies, like just watching different kinds of movies, Netflix. Bro, if I'm honest with you, my posture is finished. Yeah. Because I'm there sat like this on the computer, I'm sat like this on the laptop in the studio. When I'm watching films, I'm like, it's over, bro. But yeah, I felt like I was being inspired by loads of things, even like writing music for the people. I remember I wrote a top line, and it was about freeing the people, like, as in, it's not even just in lockdown about freeing the people, but it's like free the people in general. Like, you can interpret it the own way you want, but it's like it's about having that double standard. You've got the highly wealthy, highly rich, and you've got the poor. And for me, I'm from Africa, so I've seen how poor people are like. I've seen how people live. And I feel like for me, I'm a representative of my people back home in Africa and Zimbabwe. And I remember I wrote this top line during the pandemic, because everyone has their suspicions of what's happening with the world in general. But I was like, it made me look at even the George Floyd stuff and everything. And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, these are my people. Do you understand? I wrote the top line, and then Teddy Riley fell in love with the top line. And for me, that was like the ice, like tip, like that was just like the moment when I realized, okay, cool, what I'm writing and what I'm doing is making sense and it's touching people like Teddy Riley. So I'm like, I gotta keep on going and keep on not just making music for fun, but making music to represent to the world for my people. I'm a Christian, so like praying, church, worship music, having people to talk to, having friends, bro. Like FaceTime was on an all-time high during the first, like in the UK, we've been through many lockdowns, but the first one was really like the harshest one, because it's like, boom, you're not allowed to do anything. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like having people to talk to, like, especially being a male, like a lot of like, there's this stigma of not talking about your feelings and not, but for me and my friends, like we make it a thing, like we talk about our feelings, you pray about whatever you're going through, and you stay on top of whatever you need to do. And I feel like having that sort of support network and creating that community and platform, even with your friends, it doesn't have to be an online thing. Like you could just be on the phone to your friend and being that person they can vent to, and then also having that person to vent to. Those are the kind of things that kept me sane, I must say, during the first lockdown, really. Yeah.